Ani, bonjour, hello. Nimke Gizis Indigenikaz. My spirit name is Thunder Day, and my English name is Mike Cywink. I currently work at the Centre for School Mental Health at the University of Western Ontario. I do a lot of programming within the Thames Valley District School Board here in London, Ontario, and I feel very fortunate to be in the position I'm in because I get to hear from so many different youth through my job. So one of the groups that I work with is the FNMI, First Nation, Métis and Inuit Student Leadership Council. We give these students an outlet to voice their concerns and changes they want to see within the school board here in London. We try and provide many different cultural learning opportunities as well as an outlet for them to use that voice. So this is just one of the programs that we did and one of the projects that we wanted to share with you. So enjoy.
All the cultural events I attend are extremely important to me. I'm not using it as an excuse to not go to school.
What I wish my teachers knew about me is that when I arrive at school, I'm not just looking after myself. I'm looking after my siblings who walk the same path as me. I'm supporting my parents who have already walked their path but need to rest soon. And most importantly, I'm looking after the next 7 generations who will come after me. And when I'm told that's not my job, it's not my responsibility to look after them and make sure they're following their path, it's the same thing as telling me that I need to forget my responsibilities. That I need to forget what my ancestors did before me.
My culture is just as important as yours.
So not only am I an employee at Western, I'm also currently a student too. So I'm kind of encountering a lot of the same issues that the students are as well, just at a different level. So one of the things I wanted to share with you guys was, I forget where I seen it, but it was this mosquito bite thing. So everybody's been bitten by a mosquito before, right? It sucks. You know, sometimes it leaves a mark, sometimes it hurts a little bit more than others, different mosquito bites. Now think about those mosquito bites as like a racist comment or a negative stereotype about First Nation people or a joke. Those things can be hurtful. So think about that student who gets up in the morning and he looks at his phone and he checks his text, and from a buddy, from a friend, there's a racist joke about First Nation people. That's his first mosquito bite of the day. Let's say he checks his Twitter and he sees a news story about involving a First Nation person or something. And then he scrolls down to check the comments. And there's like 20 racist comments about First Nation people. There's another 20 mosquito bites right there. Say before he stops at school, he goes into Shoppers to pick something up. The employees see him come in and they start following him around. That's another mosquito bite. Those subtle racist things, they start following him around just because he's First Nation, a different background. That's reality, that stuff happens. So when you're working with these students or working with First Nation people, because they're gonna be everywhere, you got to realize that sometimes when you see this person, he's walking around with 30 mosquito bites every single day. So it can definitely grow to be a lot. And sometimes, like, I know I get it, and sometimes it's a joke and stuff, and you make jokes with your friends, and they can be pretty hurtful. But even though that one person only said that one joke, that's not the first joke that person's heard that day, that student. That could be the 30th joke. It could be pretty hurtful, and it can definitely build up.
I wish that my teachers knew that I have a voice and that going to ceremonies and other cultural events are a need, not a privilege.
As a young Indigenous man, I feel it's my responsibility to attend the Longhouse ceremonies and the Medewan Lodge. However, with this comes me having to catch up with schoolwork that I missed. Sometimes I'll be gone for about a week at a time, and catching up on schoolwork that I've missed can be really stressful. I realize that it's very important to participate in my academic life and tend to that academic life, as it's required to become successful in a world like this nowadays. But what I need you to understand is that I'll need a lot of help with catching up, and I'll need a lot of support with understanding what I've missed.
When I miss class because of my culture and family, it doesn't mean that I don't find my marks important. They're very important to me. And just because you don't agree that it's not a valid reason to miss class doesn't mean it's not important. My family comes first, and my grades don't define who I am.
My personal opinion does not speak for all Indigenous people.
I wish that my teachers would acknowledge that school is only part of our personal journey. Every day, I strive to develop a greater appreciation for and comprehension of my culture, my heritage, and my identity. Although it is very hard for us to balance our personal, our social, academic, and extracurricular lives, I hope that you know that I try my best. We all do.